In the top right corner, Purity and Industry. Actually, it's not the top right corner. Every time, man. It's the Red Zerg Bly. And in... No, no, don't do it. Don't do it, Renegade. That's the Blue Terran. It's Clem. Okay, so like we were saying during the break, Clem had the opportunity, if he wanted to watch Bly play a couple games, check out how the man operates. But this is... I didn't say this during the previous series, but I think the reason Bly played Euthermal more straightforward is he was saving these builds for Clem. He knew he was going to have to play another ZVT series, and he was keeping his proxy hatches, keeping his 2 base all-ins in his back pocket. Clem didn't send out an SCV scout for... I guess he's going to scout after barracks? No, that's rally to make the CC. This is pretty bad. This is really bad for Clem, actually. Why didn't he scout? I guess the rush distance is too long or something? I don't know. It's going to send the Reaper out, but by the time it arrives on the other side of the map, the Roach Warren's already going to be done, and it's going to be too late. There it goes. Okay, sees there's no natural. There's the first 2 lings. The CC will not be finished, at least by this SCV. There is a Marine to hold the high ground. Another SCV goes to finish the job, but 2 Roaches are here to intercept. Clem needs to cancel the CC. He's going to do so immediately. The bunker does get finished. Two Ravagers morphing right in the face of the Terran. And this is a scary, scary cheese from Bly. More and more Roaches hitting the field. And he has enough income back home to continue pumping these bad boys out. Cyclone will shut down this Overlord, which is a little bit annoying, but luckily for Bly, he has a second. He's doing his best to hold the high ground. However, this is overwhelming force out of the Zerg. Oh, no, the bunker gets saved, actually. And Bly loses a Ravager. Okay. It looks like Bly might be evacuating, or might go for a contain here. Yeah, I think he's switching to containment mode. He knows he can't break Clem on the high ground. Alright, Bly's gonna commit. He's gonna keep pumping out roaches. He's not taking an expansion. He's not droning behind this. He's gonna get a little bit supply blocked. That's okay. The Overlord will be out in time for him to spend his next wave of minerals, next wave of larva. Bile picks off the tank. There's still 2 more behind this. Oh no. Bly didn't drop it on the siege. Well, he doesn't have high ground vision, I guess. Clem is going to hold this. GG is called. Clem puts the first Nightshade. It's a red Zerg, Bly. And in the bottom right, as the blue Terran, it's Clem. Now you may be asking yourself, Renegade, we're watching this tournament, watching this match. Sure, Clem has a point on the board. Sure, Bly played a great series against you, Thermal. But why? What does this all mean? Why are we still here? Just to suffer? No. The answer is, the winner of this match will be taking home 100 US dollars, as well as the lion's share of ESL Pro Tour points, while second place is just going to be stuck with a pittance of ESL Pro Tour points. Everyone else, the other 118 or so competitors, went home with absolutely nothing. Isn't that heartwarming? StarCraft 2 is a brutal and intellectual game, where only the strong survive and only the strong emerge victorious. One of these two will make it out of this best of 5, while the other will have to try again next week. There's the hatch, there's the pool for the Zerg. Clem. It's baking a Marine in the oven to follow up his Reaper. Bly is once again going for a Roach Warren. Clem is getting out of Banshee, so, I mean, if Bly attacks, better be a Nidus, and he better have a high queen count. But there's no lair in sight. Hey, thanks so much for the kind words, Just Jordan. Getting up a third CC. This time, not quite as early. Banshee absolutely bullying back the roaches. Queens will move to intercept. Cloak is on the field here, though, for Clem. So, I don't know why he wouldn't just Cloak and engage the Queens anyway. Clem is going full bio behind this. So Bly better have a transition plan for his roaches here. He put an Evo chamber in the mineral line. The score is 1-0 in favor of Clem on Purity and Industry. If you're talking about the Golden Wall match versus Euthermal, it lasted 26 minutes, so... This is a lot of dead drones for Bly. Oh my god, he tries to hide him in the extractor, another 6 get picked off. Bly on fire is right. Bly is very much on fire. And he's sipping a cup of coffee and going, this is fine. 9 drones coming out to replace the dead drones. Clem takes a third. And the Banshee is going to increase that drone death toll even more. Oof. 1 queen gets picked off. 2nd queen under fire. Bly will be able to transfuse and save it, though. Clem is boosting 2 medevacs through mid-map. Roaches will move in to intercept. 2 Marines get traded out for a Roach. Mediocre. That's a mediocre for both sides, but 7 more drones go down in the background. Both Banshees will finally get picked off. Bly is floating, like, quite a bit here. He needs to get this 4th established badly. He could even take a 5th right now. Is he banking a lot of larvae? What's going on? No, he's building a bunch of links. 1-1 is about to finish. Okay, he can sink a lot into 2-2. There we go. But still 400 minerals in the bank. Bly rolls forward as the tanks siege up. 2 tanks go down. He doesn't engage on the 3rd. Here's some Banelings to support the Roach Ravager, but they can't engage into that tank fire. Ooh, little does he know, though. Clem backed off the siege tank, so he could have steamrolled these Marines. Oh no! The 4th gets cancelled! This is absolutely huge. A nice dodge by Clem on the Biles. Bly sweeps around the lower half of the map. That little Ling stab will get cleaned up. 32 more Lings on the way for Bly. And I think he needs to... Oh! The fourth gets cancelled again! Clem is on 80 workers and 4 bases. Bly can't establish a 4th base 10 minutes into this game. Another 4th goes down. All the Ling Bane went down for pretty much nothing. There's still enough Marines to continue pressuring the Ravagers. A couple Biles do connect, but there's still plenty of units left here for the Terran. But the Lings may actually clean this up. The Widowmine shot kind of whiffs. The second Widowmine shot does not whiff. Clem finally running out of steam here with this push, but he's Dodeca pumping Marines 12 at a time. Liberators coming out onto the field now as well. And Bly is on his last legs here. He did finally get up a 4th, but it's too little too late. Remaining units are getting picked off one at a time. GG is called, and Clem ever dream. As the Red Zerg, it's Bly. And in the bottom left, as the Blue Terran, it's Clem. Alright, Clem is up 2-0. Bly is down to match point, and he's risking it all on a proxy hatch. Clem defended well against this play on Purity and Industry. Everdream is a much tinier map with a lot less tough corners. How is he going to fare against this? Bly has a pretty good success rate of transitioning out of this play as well. He should be dropping a Roach Warren behind this. As the second gas finishes up, he's going to put 2 drones into each gas, sitting the 13 worker count. And that'll allow him to make unlimited roaches out of this proxy. There's the proxy, there's the first 2 Lings. They are going to tap onto this SCV to get a delay on the CC. This time, Clem did send out an SCV scout, so he's going to be alerted to this a little bit earlier than he was on Purity and Industry. By a little bit earlier, I mean a lot earlier. A bunker already going down. The Reaper remains at home because of the scout. Marine coming to shore up the defense. And the bunker will complete. Second SCV pulled to finish the CC. These roaches can still connect with this SCV. Oh my god, I have clicked in exactly the wrong place. These roaches can still connect with this SCV and stop the CC from completing. Bly's gonna engage the bunker. I feel like that's not the best of ideas. One of the Ravagers gets picked off in the cocoon. Bly has to keep committing here. He's done basically 0 damage to the Terran. The CC completes on the low ground. This is huge for Clem. Heavy Biles on the bunker. Down it goes. Bly is going to storm up the ramp. He's finally starting to get damage done. The bunker is not going to complete on the high ground. However, a Cyclone is about to pop here for the Terran. The supply depot needs to go down if Bly wants to win the map. Another bunker not going to finish. The SCV is trying to buy time for the Cyclone to deal damage. 11, 12, 13 SCVs have fallen. Bly is actually ahead on economy at this point. The Cyclone has gone down as well. Another Cyclone coming out of the factory. Cyclone is going to kite down the ramp as Clem tries to mine from the natural. But I think Bly has done it. I think Clem is finally going to drop a map. GG is called, and Bly in the top left corner of Simulacrum as the red Zerg. It's Bly in the bottom right corner, finally dropping a map in the last game. It's Clem. Bly isn't out of the woods yet. He is down to match point. Bly is opening with a hatch first this time. And it's going to be placed in the correct location. Which is to say, not right here. It's in fact going to be dropped right here. Clem is doing the Reaper expand and will be sending out an SCV scout. I don't know why I've dropped 7,500 frames. Seems a little bit absurd to me. Hurry! By just getting out the standard 4 links to repel the Reaper, Clem going into factory, very likely going to go into Hellion play and get a Banshee. We've seen him do it so many times already. It's almost certain it's going to do it again. Both players playing mind games with each other. Stutter stepping the Reaper, daring Bly to throw down the Creep Tumor. Bly did, and Clem picked it off. Bly is grabbing a lair. He is not producing too many drones. Clem is just being annoying with this. I mean, he's most certainly not going to kill the hatch. He's probably going to swoop around, try to go up this ramp, and head into the Nat before the queens can reposition. Okay, he's going to swoop up this ramp. No, he's not. He's going to meet up with friends and then swoop up this ramp. So, a bit of a mistake there from Clem. Had he gone right in, a lot of the queens would have been out of position, but now reinforcements are here. And there's even more creep spread. This is going to be a Nidus play from Bly. Seven roaches about to pop. Banshee is able to get 4 kills, but it's not back on the other side of the map and able to defend. This is going to be very close. I don't know why Bly puts his roaches in the Nidus first. So, some people actually don't know this, but like, whatever units you put into the Nidus first come out of the Nidus first. There's no way to rearrange them once they're in there. So if you put the queens with all the transfuse in the Nidus first, a queen is going to pop out first. It's not like randomly generated. And you can, of course, transfuse the Nidus right away. Which all these Niduses that have popped have gotten out 1 unit. And there's more than enough time to drop a transfuse, which buys time for a second queen to pop out and drop another transfuse. And it's just this chain effect where the queens keep popping out, they keep transfusing until there's enough queens to fight the Banshee, and then the roaches and lings can trickle out behind. Queen Roach pokes at the wall. 2 supply depots will go down here for Clem. This is going to supply block him. Bly does have some units loaded into this Nidus. Oh no, some of the Marines focus on the Overseer. That might allow the Nidus to finish. In fact, it will, but Bly isn't quick enough on the trigger to unload it. He's just going to unload at the front. Now's the time to push in. Clem's entire army was pulled back to the main. Bly is actually producing 7 drones at a time behind this. 2 siege tanks in position to deflect the Zerg forces. Bly sends the queens back home. He pulled his inject queens with this attack as well. So his production's been a little bit injured. That's okay. He didn't have the economy to keep up with injects anyway. Until very recently. Clem is way ahead in the worker supply. He's going to salvage his bunkers, start pushing out, take care of the Nidus, take care of all this creep, so he can maybe secure a third eventually, sometime in this life. Every creep tumor does get... except this active one in his natural. It's a little bit annoying. The Overseer gets picked off on the right-hand side of the map. And Clem is fully stabilized with 80 army supply on the map to 50. And he's ahead 7 workers plus mules. Down goes that active creep tumor. And that's it. No more creep thread for Bly. The Baneling Mines! Free Reddit Karma! Boom! Half, well, not half, that was like 10% maybe of Clem's army goes down, but very cost efficient from Bly. $34 Marglings coming out for the Red Zerg as well. Okay, Bly has a bunch of links split off. He could come in from behind, but instead he's going to go for an attack on the Terran third base. He will do significant damage. Will he, though? No, only 2 SCVs going down so far. Just looking to overwhelm the Marines. But at the same time, Clem pushes up the ramp, takes out the Banelings, and guns down all of the Ravagers. There's nothing left to defend at home for Bly. He's going for 18 Zerglings, but that's not going to be enough. GG! And Clem is your ESL Open Cup number 11 on the America server Grand Champion. Thank you guys so much for watching throughout the day. We started at 6 a.m. this morning and went basically non-stop for, let's see, 12 hours to 6 p.m. 16 and a half hours for you guys. I got to take a break, walk around, rest my eyes, rest my voice. But we will be back tomorrow with some more great video game and especially StarCraft content at 7 p.m. Eastern Delayed Time. We're going to be having an RNG Pro match with Froby versus Patty Mac, best of 7. So make sure you tune in for that. In the meantime, drop a follow if you haven't. You're gonna find someone wholesome to raid. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Renegade, and I will see you in the next one.